Willis ISD group. I'm Aislinn.
I'm Joshua. I'm Alex.
And I'm Ainsley. That's the teacher join. Okay. We have a skit on presentation.
Awesome.
Did you know that 150 million people worldwide suffer from sleep issues? In fact, sleep deprivation is common among teens and tweens. This comes from many sources, including trying to balance school and homework, extracurriculars like band or athletics, keeping good grades, peer and parent pressure, overuse of technology, and the long school day. We'd like you to meet Monique. She is a 15-year-old living in 2026 who is a musical prodigy. She plays the cello in the city orchestra, but also plays in a punk band. She excels and enjoys in science too, as evidenced from her band name, String Theory. She is also high functioning on the autism spectrum. She is talking with her bandmates.
So last night, I didn't get enough sleep at all, so now I feel like a total Brizinger.
Brizinger is 2026 slang for very tired.
Yeah, I know. Me too.
I feel like I'm not getting very much sleep at all. What about y'all?
No.
I know. I got 2 to 3 hours of sleep last night. It was cello practice and my homework got me up super late. Monique does not get enough sleep like most kids in 2026 because of all of her extracurriculars, including the city orchestra, her band, Space Tube, on which she vlogs daily to her 1.3 million followers. And we cannot forget her advanced level classes. I feel like if I had more time to recharge, that I would be happier and healthier. The average teen gets 7 hours of sleep or less. The American Pediatric Association states that tweens and teens need a minimum of 8 to 10 hours of sleep. Students like Monique often find it hard to meet the recommendation due to stress and inadequate opportunities to recharge mentally and physically during the day. This leads to more stress, and declining grades. Research shows that later school start times, regular exercise, and watching your diet, opportunities to recharge like breaks or a free class period, more meaningful homework as opposed to meaningless, would lead to decreased stress and more good quality sleep. The flipped classroom model, where students take charge of learning at home and come prepared ready to discuss and apply it, would also help.
Man, the other day after the hoverboard Quidditch game, my friend Rashad was telling me about how he was so tired. Because he's so stressed, and he has Quidditch practice every single day.
Yeah, and how about my friend Frank? I can't even imagine how tired he is. He has to work, he's homeless, and plus, he needs to get straight A's.
Yeah, my friend Aristotle is a computer whiz, which I cannot even, I don't even want to imagine how little sleep she gets, because she has to balance schoolwork and her job, which is a computer engineer. Monique, like everyone else, wants to be socially accepted as herself, not a label. She finds this acceptance through vlogs she posts daily about her thoughts, feelings, and music. But sadly, Monique lives in 2 worlds. She pleases her parents with classical music and playing the cello for the city orchestra, while her true dream and passion lies with performing with her punk band, String Theory.
Hey, I feel like if school started later, we would be more awake and actively engaged in school.
Yeah, that's actually a really good idea. And I found out that if you exercise and maintain a very healthy diet, that you will have better sleep quality.
Yeah, I heard that too. I also heard that some schools have 20 to 30 minute brain breaks for the students.
That's awesome.
All right.
Okay, let's practice. After this, we should go to Space Club and get some more space get another space achievement because I'm out and I have a lot of homework to do tonight.
Homework stinks.
Administrators, school board members, and change makers, please take our message to your school districts. Sleep deprivation is a major problem among secondary students. Later school start times, breaks during the day, meaningful homework, and flipped classrooms are low-cost and doable solutions that will help end this problem. We thank you for your time.
Any questions?
Okay, does anybody have any questions for us?
Yes?
You know, you and several of the groups mentioned this idea of taking rain breaks during the day. What's the best time to do that? I assume that the purpose of that is to give you a chance to sort of relax and recharge. What does that look like, and what's the best time of day to do it?
For me, it would be around probably like similar to maybe just an add-on to lunch.
Maybe twice a day.
Probably like the beginning of the day and then the end of the day.
The middle of the day makes sense too, though. Just 3 times a day. Fine.
Just like 2-minute classes. The rest of it is to be brain breaks for the next one to have. Best.
So what does a brain break look like?
It's where you get time to go and do something that's good for you, something that helps you relax. Like for me, it would be going and maybe helping myself in math, or go practicing my instrument, or maybe talking to my friends. Just something that makes you feel relaxed.
Basically, either catching up on your work, going, possibly taking a nap in your closet. Anything that you need to catch up on, you can just roam, well, you can't like roam around or whatever, but you can eat more lunch. Or you can go to tutorials in clubs, or like after school curricular activities can just happen during that break.
Band practice.
Just hang out with your friends.
So during the presentation, multiple times you kept saying something about a flipped classroom. Is this something you've made up for 2026? Is this real? What is this?
It's real. So like one of our teachers, our math teacher, she gives us, usually at the start of the week, we get some sheets of paper, we glue them on our journals, then we have homework, that's our homework. We go home, and then we watch a video, and we write the notes. The next morning we're there at the class, and we use what we learned in the video and use it in class.
Why do you like that so much?
It's no really math problems. Like she'll give us maybe 2 math problems to solve to make sure that we understand it, and if we don't understand it, we'll know.
And you can basically go at your own pace. Like you can,
And if you learn at a different pace, then you can rewind or fast forward or whatever you need to do. Yeah, and our teacher tells jokes.
Bad ones.
Yes?
You and a couple of the other groups, but especially you, this is really not a question, it's more of an observation. It seems pretty clear that all of you, without really probably realizing it, want to collaborate and have something to say about your own education. Because the brain breaks that y'all are talking about are not necessarily doing nothing. Each of you said, I want to catch up on this, I want to do that. You have something in your mind on what you picture as being helpful to you for learning. And I don't even know if you realize that it came out that way. But I think that what it says is you want to have something to say about how you learn and what you learn.
having a student voice, I know one of the other this is actually usually great to have student voice, because then your opinion is taken into account and not just the teachers. Any other questions? Oh.
Raising a couple children in the school through the school year, we realize also they're very busy. There's a lot of things going on in their lives today.
A lot going on in students' lives.
And in these groups, we've heard solutions. Education. But
But
where is there a division school programs and all versus what the students like.
What's the difference between what the school offers and what the students want?
We could easily like do more fundraisers like for the school or give more.
Like address problems that we know for sure exist inside of schools, because some problems people just kind of assume that they happen, when really sometimes they don't happen as much as certain problems do, like student voice or
Uncomfortable chairs.
or your emotional well-being, or how much sleep you get. Some of those things never get taken into account when administrators and school board members are thinking about these types of things.
Also not like talk in class and stuff.